Mimi sidhani kama ladies are the fact. Juu unapata wase wengine they do not want the responsibilities to take care of the kids. Kama unapata mwachali wengi ni wa shule, hawana do nini, so wataki hizo responsibilities. Inabidi tu anaishia. So hii moment mtoi amegrow, ako poa, sachali anaona by the way, now I need to go back to I need to go back and have that family. Okay, Rudy, no.
Welcome back if you're just joining us. This is Relationship Wednesdays, and what you've just watched is the word on the street when we ask people, do you think women are responsible for the creation of deadbeat dads? That's what we've been discussing here with this panelist, with my lovely co-host Susan Joroge, and we have Paul Wafula, we have Mama Olive, Tatiana Karanja is her name. And we have Dennis Mwangi, and the conversation has been very profound, guys. Thank you so much. But then again, I'd like to sample a few of the tweets that people are responding. On Twitter, first of all, Twitter is lit.
Oh yeah,
Twitter is on fire. If you've not joined the bandwagon, the hashtag to use is KTN Life and Style. We have Ronnie Regan. He says, wow, so many rolling eye emojis. But he says, we are referred and labeled to as deadbeats, not because of anything, but money. Money is in capital letters. But that has been clarified right here on the show by Dennis. We also have Peter _Njoroge. I wouldn't say they are, but some men are just ignorant and act up like they don't care. That's true. We have Gregory Nyakundi. They sure can, but a woman shouldn't just believe this by word of mouth when the guy says that he's going to change. Action accompaniment is paramount. And Mr. Gregory also says, yes, I think deadbeat dads can change. Okay, I don't know how that can happen, but he believes that can happen. Anyway, so keep on tweeting. Use the hashtag KTN Life and Style. Dennis, I'd like to understand. A lot of people are still on the idea that deadbeat dads are labeled so because of lack of financial support. Sure. And we've tackled it all the way down and realizing that we need not to focus on the relationship and maybe focus on the child.
The child.
Yeah, would you like to highlight that?
Yeah, maybe, as I was saying earlier, being a deadbeat person, and if you are a deadbeat father, if you are a deadbeat father, shame on you, first and foremost. Yeah. Ouch. Because if you don't want to be part of that child's life, your own flesh and blood, shame on you. And it's quite evil because you are robbing of this child of their childhood. You want them to go on with their lives without you, without your involvement. And then you walk out there, have fun, God is watching. But remember, as I was saying earlier again, being a deadbeat father or being a deadbeat parent has nothing to do with money. Money is just a small aspect in the whole scenario, in the whole thing. Money should not be a factor. And it's quite sad when I'm listening to those street comments and the Twitter handle. You can see that most of them are focusing on this guy is not providing, not providing, you see. But there are scenarios where now we have a case where the father actually pays fees directly to the school. And actually that is, if it's about money, the father is actually paying fees directly to the school. If it's about medical issues, he will not send money, but actually get that child a medical cover. You see, but still they are labeled deadbeats. Why? Because he did not send that M-Pesa to me. You see, which is quite unfortunate because we are looking at children as a source of income or as property that can be.
No, that's very true. Yeah? That's very true.
So that I have children because nowadays it's no secret that there are people out there who get children with rich people so that they can get money. But there are also men out there who go and have relationships with rich women for monetary. It's a sad affair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now the worst thing is that you put in a child's life in it. in this whole mess. And then you expect that the next generation of fathers or the next generation of mothers will be responsible. You know? So that explains why there are so many single mothers, there are so many single fathers, because once you've realized that this person is not giving me enough money, then label him as a deadbeat. Say, I want to have nothing to do with him. But you're forgetting that this is not a possession, it's not a tool, as in for you to make money out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. This child needs access to both of you, and I don't want to say access, I want to say equal access, equal parenting. Yeah. Yeah. So we need to separate those two issues: money and being a deadbeat. Being a deadbeat is money is just another aspect of.
They can still be present. It's not parenting.
Yeah, it's not
the whole of parenting.
Yeah.
We've talked about why there's so many single parents. There's with generations now, obviously, there's a lot of single moms, right? And I agree with what you said, that it's not just about that person sending you money and therefore you can call them a father, right? But all these single moms with these relationships that are falling apart and then they're raising the children on their own, you want to tell me all of them are not dealing with their men because of not sending money?
Maybe I can say,
what is this thing that is happening where a child comes into the picture and the relationship breaks down, and then therefore because the relationship is over, then their parenting is over, and they just walk away?
I think what is happening, I'll blame it specifically on men. You see, men, which is a sad state. Most men, yes, there are deadbeats out there. But you see, for us men, we have failed in our duties to raise a better generation of other fathers, in future fathers. You see? Yeah, because currently, and this is the truth, is that we are raising a fatherless generation. We are in a fatherless generation. Now, we went to, when we were doing Broken Bonds with Mr. Karanja, we went to a whole village in Kino. Like I can tell you, we didn't have any problem getting a person to talk about parental alienation. As in a whole village, you can tell, like out of 10 houses, maybe one is a complete family.
Wow.
What is happening?
Yeah.
As in people, fathers, for us fathers, and this part of the program we are doing, we are not only fighting against parental alienation, but we are also fighting against true deadbeats. We are fighting against child abandonment. Because now, if you are a man and you abandon this child, you get another family out there, and you get a daughter. You see, you expect your daughter to be married to this generation of men you have abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next generation of you think now we have a problem. Now you need to see the next generation. Marriage will be non-existence.
Because they didn't have fathers, so they don't know what the...
But also society has to acknowledge its shortcomings. That we are not raising men, boys to be fathers. For example, HR policies in like all companies, they don't put a lot of effort in fatherhood.
That's true.
But motherhood. That is why you see women are being given maternity leave, paid maternity for 3 months. And somehow society assumes that a father is not as important, so will be only be given
3 weeks
14,
or 2 weeks.
No, it's actually 14 days.
14
Not
days.
months.
Wow.
Not months.
Not months. They will count Saturday and Sunday when you're not working.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 14 days of parenting. So you are supposed to bond with that child. In
Those 14 days, the mom should go. She should take a spa.
And you know what? Mothers always have a head start because they have been carrying the child in their womb. They always have a head start.
Yeah.
The bonding is still strong.
That's
No.
true.
But for the father, you know, when the child is born is when the bonding starts. You see?
Well, I have a question. When you're, okay, for the father's rights movement, I'm thinking of it, okay, let's say, God has worked miracles in your life because you're friends with your ex-wife, with your wife currently, you even go have meals together. That's unheard of. That sounds like something from a book.
Cooperating works.
If you say so. So here's the thing. I'm imagining a situation where I'm with my husband and then we fall out, get into a divorce, and then I remarry. And then the guy and we had children before, yeah? Now, my current husband, let's just say he's probably, maybe, I don't know, I'd be with an insecure man, but let's just say he's insecure. And he doesn't want the father to, our children, yeah? Any contact, because he feels like, no, relax. I said I don't know why. I'm just giving a situation. This world is crazy. Things happen. I mean, deadbeats are there. Deadbeat dads are there. So my current husband doesn't like the idea, or is not comfortable with my ex-husband coming anywhere close to the children or giving support in any form. He feels like he can be a father for our children and also children that I had in my past relationship, be there emotionally, everything, financially, in every form and way. So if that my ex-husband came to your organization to seek help, how would you help him?
That's a very tricky question, but okay, what we can do is just start up a communication between those two people and try to advocate for the child's right, because you have to talk to both parents and explain why this person is an important person in the child's life, and he has to accept that fact. You know, one of the things that there's a statement I said earlier that we also advocate for people to first of all sit down. If you are you want to go into a relationship, also you have to see, you have to look into it. Do I really want to spend my life with this person? Because if I can quote the Bible in the book of Amos, they say that two people cannot walk together until they agree. So even in this situation, we just have to make sure that these people meet, and then okay, it's like counseling. We have counselors in our Father's Rights movement who can take up this situation. We bring both parents together, where we make them talk, and then we also counsel them and tell them why it is important for this person to be in his life. He has to come to accept the fact that this is not is not his biological child. The biological father is there, and he needs also to be in that child's.
Has to be present.
But then also that should also be the woman's responsibility as well. There's
True.
no way
Microphone.
there's no way that I'm going to allow whoever I'm marrying to not allow their father to see their kids. That's crazy.
That's
It
true.
should
I
be a
don't know why
discussion
would
way
ever-
before the marriage.
Yeah, true.
I agree.
That's why, you know, most of the relationship, you see, you enter into a relationship even without discussing this, because what my brother Dennis said, that people are focusing more on the good times. You have to, first of all, when you want to enter into a certain relationship and you have a child in the previous relationship or marriage, you have to discuss it with the current spouse. You tell him this is what it is. This person, okay, if he's a deadbeat, okay, in quotes, that's a different issue. But you have, when you enter in that relationship, you have to be open. You know, most of the problems that people are not open, and they don't discuss this openly. You see, like I can give an example of Dennis. Dennis, when he entered into this current relationship, the current marriage, what he did, he explained. He shared his background, his whole background with the current wife. So when the lady, even when they said to live together, she had an idea, and she knew that there's a child there, and one day that person, this Dennis, will have to be involved in that child's life.
He's fighting to be involved in that
You see,
child's life, yeah.
most of the cases you see like that one, I can blame the lady. I'm also supporting Mama Olive, that first of all, if you have to enter in such a situation, talk to the guy. If the guy is in opposition, don't marry that guy, because you're going to create problems which cannot be solved.
Yeah.
Because in the end, that person, the ex, is supposed also to participate.
Yeah.
He's supposed to give full emotional support. If he is willing to give the financial support, even, you know, you can also agree. Maybe the guy wants to give the full support, financial support. You can also come when we bring those two people together. They can discuss on how to do that. Maybe because even this person, as you have said, maybe he wants to take all the responsibilities. So they can also agree. You want to take the responsibilities? I have no problem. Me, I also want to participate here. So, okay, you can do co-parenting even between the men.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Everything under Fathers' Rights Movement, everything under that umbrella.
We
Everything
try
under
to
one
bring
roof.
them,
Yeah.
we-
They can bring all
what
of
we
you to
advocate
talk.
is communication. You have to communicate. You know, the problem is that people don't want to talk.
That's true.
Especially men. Men are brought up in a way that you don't have to express your emotions, you don't have to express what you're going through. You have to be tough. Wanasemanga kaki sabuni.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But what we also advocate as fathers, we have to have that conversation.
Yeah.
You have to keep the conversation going. You see, in any situation, I think that's the first step we have to do.
That's true. Okay.
Sorry, I would want you to talk as a parent on the perspective of society, because I feel like we're giving so much pressure. Like now, I personally do not have a child. So now maybe if I see Tatiana in a particular situation, I could judge, or I could say unnecessary things, or, you know, judge her on her parenting style or her lifestyle or how she's moving around with her children. But people don't actually know, don't want to acknowledge what it takes to raise children when you have a partner.
Amen.
Or when you're alone. So what would you want to tell people, and how can we support? If I have a friend or a sister in this situation, what's usually the best method? Because you see, us now on the outside, even somebody watching this shows, I'm like, yeah, there's deadbeat fathers. Men are not serious. You know, they just want to have children and leave. Or, you know, even these women now, these young girls are just leaving their children. You know, they don't care. That's what everybody will say very quickly and be very quick to judge. But they don't actually understand what it takes to be a parent. What would you want people to understand from the parent's perspective?
I mean, I think just take a step out of your situation and look at what's best for your kid. That's all you can do. I think emotions run high, and I completely understand that. As a woman, like, you know, we get angry real quick. It's very easy to take it out on the guy. And I've seen also firsthand from my parents how, you know, that situation when they first broke up, it was just explosive and toxic for everybody involved. So I'm really lucky I had them as role models, that they just, you know, put their issues aside and raised myself and my sister really well and thought of us first. And I think that's just the most important thing. If that dad is going to be that dad or mom, if they're going to be a good influence on your child and they're going to love that child, then that is the most important thing, and that's what you would hope for your child at the end of the day. That's what you want your child. You want your child to have somebody to love them, to take care of them, financially, emotionally, just everything. So if they're going to be that person in that child's life, then definitely allow that to happen and put your feelings aside, work on them, because I know it will be difficult. See a therapist, do whatever you need to do to work those issues out, because at the end of the day, you want what's best for your child, and that's what you need to concentrate on.
That's true.
Yeah.
What would you say is the future of Fathers' Right movement?
We are here.
Number one, first and foremost, number one.
Yeah, and we're watching.
And
Did
we
you
are
hear that?
watching.
Wow.
And for every father out there going through parental alienation, or any mother out there, we don't segregate. Come to us. We will offer legal help, counseling, and any other help that will reunite you with your children. Right now, we are starting a program where we are reuniting prisoners who are getting back to society, trying to reconnect them with their families, because it's all about, a child can never have too much love. It needs all of us. Yeah. And I'll also tell you, if you are married to a single mother, yeah, and you know, don't be that deadbeat father as well. Don't be the father, yeah, who is going to prevent this child have access to their own biological father.
Yeah.
Yeah, a child cannot have enough love. Yeah?
True.
Yeah, I love my son. If I've adopted one, I will love him, his father will love him, and it will be good for him.
Yeah.
See,
That's true.
for us, I can say that we are here, we exist, and we are watching. And we will not be silenced. We will not be silenced. For us, I can say that wherever, from the last 2 years, we have seen so many things happening in society which are good, some are bad. We have had sent petitions to Parliament. We have seen laws being changed, yeah, and we want also the trend to continue. We want this conversation to continue. Let us not hide behind the tag deadbeat. Let us not hide behind the tag that I was trapped. These are children, they are here, and they need both of you. And for those people who run away from their responsibilities as well, yeah, we have represented these women in court, yeah, against these men. And we have represented these men in court
Against those
these
women.
Yeah, and we always win. Yeah, because the courts and the courts will always look at the best interest of the child, not what happened between you two.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where can somebody find Father's Rights Movement if they want
Father's
that
Rights
help?
Movement, currently we are having, we are online. You can like our page, Father's Rights Movement of Kenya. We have, we operate from Westlands, Mombasa, and Kiambu. Yeah, so people from those areas, I believe we are covered. But online, there is nowhere that is far enough.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll always be there. Our contacts are always there. Should you need any help, always feel free to call.
Phone call away. Mama Olive.
Yes.
Mama Olive.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Mama Olive K or at Tatiana Karanja, and my website is tatianakaranja.com. My photography website, should you ever need a photographer for anything.
You the plug.
Yeah.
And where can we find you? Also, would you like to share your personal pages?
Yeah. No, for us, we operate, we have on Instagram, we are at Father's Rights Movement of Kenya, Facebook, Father's Rights Movement of Kenya. We are currently putting up our website as well, but we are also on Twitter, Father's Rights Movement of Kenya as well. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Want to read some tweets?
Yes, but people are forgetting to use the hashtag Katie and Laugh and Style. But the ones that did are the ones that I can sample here on the show. But next time, remember to use the hashtag Katie and Laugh and Style. We have Senior Royal. I think that's a guy. He says, women are victims, never aggressors. It's the sad state for boy child. Yeah, that's really sad. But that's how society is. We have Peter _Njoroge. This one has been active today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that there's more mom-child bond than vice versa. Therefore, it would take a heartless mom to be referred to as deadbeat. That extra mile foregone by women is just exemplary. Okay, that's kind of true. Like Paul said, 9 months in the womb, they've already established a bond. And guys, I think it's time for Tonight on KTN with Lauren Batha. Keep on tweeting. Use the hashtag KTLifeStyle. The conversation is going to be going on all day, and Susan and I will be glad to respond to you. So right about now, Tonight on KTN with Laura.
Thank you so much. Every Wednesday I come and learn new things. Like I never knew there was a father's rights movement.
Right?
You know, you keep forgetting about the dads, but it's in life. I mean, the beasts of burden in the family. But of course, tonight is all about entertainment when it comes to Katie and Home. And I am here to remind you why you should tune into Katie and Home. Tonight on Katie and Home, we are starting off with an adventure with Monique Magaria as usual, and it is matters of food. I mean, health is wealth. And when it comes to food, he takes us on a journey. That is something you should look forward to tonight with Monique Magaria.
This week on Foods of Kenya, we visit a Maasai clan in Taita Taveta County. On this episode, we will meet a respected Maasai warrior.
Simba ilikula ng'ombe akiwa machungani, alafu akaua simba.
I will struggle with pronunciation.
Right.
And I will also deliver an important message to our meal of the day.
You're going down.
Join us as we enjoy some milk, soup, blood, raw mutton, and a variety of cooked meat with the clan Lodogishu. This is Foods of Kenya.
All right, and they say the tongue is mightier than the sword, but look at someone find themselves in some hot water when it comes to just, you know, those people who just end up just talking about things they don't know. But this is what to expect tonight on My Two Wives.
I'm writing a proposal for a tender bid, you foolish woman. It's a proposal.
I have something called game. You know, I'm the kind of guy who likes to just get straight to the point. I mean, would you mind if I had, your number or something?
I have game too.
Here's my number. And maybe you can call me and we can grab a drink.
What the hell am I looking at? Where are your designs?
I can't work with someone who can't handle something as a presentation.
Are you guys going out or what?
Yes. Tonight?
Awesome. Eesh.
You're too good to be true.
You're so funny. I like that.
And of course, to finish your night off on a high note, we have E-Curve, my favorite show on KTN Home. And so should it be yours, because we take you on an adventure to the biggest events. And on the hot seat, we have Miss Universe Kenya 2019 to 2020, stroke Miss Charm 2020 to 2021. This is definitely interesting, and you should be interested in this too. This is what to expect on E-Curve tonight.
This
This week on eCurve, we attended the Mankind album launch called Come and See. We also attended the Gondwana Sundowner and definitely not forgetting to catch up with your fave celebrities on E! News.
It's all about appreciating who you are and doing what you got to do with what you got.
And on the hot seat, we have Stacey Mishuki, Miss Universe Kenya 2019 to 2020. All right, there you have it. So you should make sure that tonight you make your plans with us on Katie and Home. Susan?
Thank you so much, Laura. And you look so pretty today. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to KTN Life and Style today. And like Nixie said, we are going to keep this conversation going. So use the hashtag KTN Life and Style. We're seeing some of your tweets, but unfortunately some of them we can't see. It's a struggle to find them because we're not using the hashtag. So use the hashtag and help us, and we'll keep this conversation going. Massive, massive thank you, obviously, to Paul, to Dennis, and to Tatiana. You guys very generous with your time and sharing with the different cases that you deal with and with your own personal lives. Really appreciate it. And thank you to your families that have allowed you to come here so early in the morning. So guys, I've been one of your hosts, Susan Jeroge. You can talk to me directly on social if you like. On Twitter, I'm sroge_, and on Instagram and Facebook, I go under Sura Carmen. So I'm gonna see you there after the show. And my lovely co-host.
Yeah, guys, don't forget there is a prize for grabs. Just go on to our social media pages at KTN_Home_, both on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also find me on Instagram at Ann_Nixie or on Twitter at NMete. Until next Wednesday, thank you so much for being our lovely audience.
Bye, guys.